Hey everyone, Scott, the Scott Man. We're here to do a driving video today. We're going to be heading north on Jefferson Avenue, but this time the southern portion of Jefferson Avenue. So we're starting off the video at South Huron River Drive over at the Huron River where it empties out into Lake Erie. Going by a very nice Riverside Park back there. So in this video, we'll be driving on just about the entirety of Jefferson Avenue south of Detroit from the border of Wayne County, Monroe County, or basically where the Huron River is, going all the way to the south side of Detroit. There's going to be one tiny stretch of Jefferson Avenue that's not really much of a road that I'm not going to be covering, but other than that, we're going to be heading all the way to the pretty much almost where the historic Fort Wayne is located. Yeah, this has been a video I've been wanting to do for a while, but finally getting a chance to do it now. So like right now, we're kind of in between like the Rockwood area and also Gibraltar. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. It's the very beginning, almost like the very beginning of November, and my car thermometer is reading 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, it's around like 11 degrees, so it's pretty close to what it's supposed to be around this time of the year. But we still have a lot of fall colors around, but we're starting to get toward past peak now, because all the colors really peaked back during the month of October. But on the bright side though, at least we're not having to deal with winter weather just yet. Well heck, on Halloween night, which is 2 nights ago real time, temperatures got up in the low 70s Fahrenheit. It was that warm. Yet the crazy thing is, over in Minneapolis and Minnesota, they end up getting snow. So, quite the contrast, I have to say. So up here is Huron River Drive, over on the north side of the Huron River. So that'll also take you over to I-75, kind of like how South Huron River Drive does the same thing. And to the right, that is Lake Erie Metro Park. That is one of the, I think, 13 metro parks in the Metro Detroit area. It's a very nice park. There's even some nice viewpoints, like right on Lake Erie, because it's pretty much around where the Detroit River empties out into Lake Erie. Oh, there's even an A&W over there on the left. So although it doesn't look like it right now, we're eventually going to be going through all the different downriver communities. Which, yeah, through, I think most of all the downriver communities, I've done driving tours in them. Or I've gone all the different roads in detail. Where in this video, we're just going to be sticking to Jefferson Avenue. So yeah, we're starting to get into the Gibraltar area now. Got Carlson High School off to the left, and then if you made a right turn at that traffic light, that is South Gibraltar Road. That'll take you into Gibraltar, which is along Jefferson Avenue. This is going to be kind of like the first of the downriver communities. Although if you go further west, Rockwood and Flat Rock are also like some of the southernmost downriver communities. So yeah, this is Jefferson Avenue, which is the main road which runs parallel with the Detroit River. And fact, I forgot to mention it, but if you go the opposite direction from where we started, it turns into U.S. Turnpike Road, and then eventually Dixie Highway. It empties out into Monroe. And this is the main Gibraltar Road, which comes over from I-75. So, yeah. If you make a right turn at Gibraltar Road, kind of the same thing if you would have made a right turn at South Gibraltar Road back there, that'll take you into downtown Gibraltar. But what's kind of funny is that there are 3 Gibraltar roads in this general area. That's the main one, and you can take that west of here to get to I-75. And that'll even take you all the way over into Flat Rock. And here is North Gibraltar Road. And that, of course, will line back toward Gibraltar. So, yeah, although you won't be able to really tell just yet, but in the next couple minutes or so, yeah, notice what we're not seeing in the background. Because if you remember, like before, like early 2024, you used to see like big, like, or very tall smokestacks towering the overall area, which used to be the former Trenton power plant, which they tore that down earlier this year. Or, yeah, they did some type of an implosion of the smokestacks, I think back in like March or something like that. So that's something we do not see anymore. So, yeah, this is Freeland Road, and we are now entering Trenton. So speaking of Trenton, we're now in the city limits for Trenton. It is weird not to see the smokestacks anymore. So I remember filming a restaurant tour for Downriver earlier this year, is before they took down the smokestack, so I was able to get them seen for pretty much the last time. Feels a lot different now. Okay, so then coming up after this, we're now coming up to Van Horn Road, which of course that'll take you back to the west a little bit in the direction of like Brownstown Township. And I think I'm fine on this lane. And then at this road here, this is the one of 2 ways you can get onto Grosse Ile. So that's Grosse Ile Parkway, and that'll take you across over into Grosse Ile. And out of the 2 bridges is the one that is free to cross. There's another one where there's a toll. Although the bridge for Grosse Ile Parkway back there, so the free bridge, that is one bridge that is heavily in need of repairs. Got a nice little park over here. This is for Elizabeth Park, which is not it's not accessible by vehicle from over here. They got a bridge you can take to walk across, but the main entrance for the park is going to be in like where downtown Trenton is, which I'll point that out when we get it in there, which should be within a few moments from now. So we're coming into our first of the many Downriver communities which Jefferson Avenue goes through. So to continue on Jefferson Avenue, we will have to make a right turn at this traffic light. Which fortunately, I feel like we can just stop and then we can go ahead and make a turn. Okay, so then at the traffic light up ahead, make a left turn. That's the continuation of Jefferson Avenue, which is what we're going to be doing. If you make a right turn at this traffic light, that'll take you into Elizabeth Park. So that's how you go into the park. But we're going to be making a left to continue our way on Jefferson. All right, so we are now entering downtown Trenton, which is a very nice community. Got the fire station over to the left. I'll say a little bit more once the light turns green. And this is West Road. West Road, heading west, will take you over toward Woodhaven. Got big shopping areas over there. On the left side, you got a nice barbecue restaurant called Roundhouse Barbecue. They have like some of the best barbecue in all of the Downriver communities. They have really good food over there. I remember having pulled pork mac and cheese there. It was phenomenal. A very, very nice downtown area. And where we are right now, we're about a couple blocks west of where the Detroit River is. And then immediately on the other side is Grosse Ile, which Grosse Ile is in the middle of the Detroit River between the mainland here and then Canada on the other side. All right, so yep, that was downtown Trenton. And this is getting ready to turn into a little boulevard here. Yeah, in terms of the traffic flow, this is definitely a lot less busy than the northern part of Jefferson Avenue if you're driving north out of Detroit, going up toward the Grosse Points and then eventually up to St. Clair Shores. And this was really unlucky. So this is King Road here. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. And then over to the right, yeah, as you can tell, it looks very barren over there because there used to be I believe a former automotive plant over to the right, but of course that's long gone. So it's just almost like an open concrete field. I'll be curious if they'll ever put in something over there. Like, imagine if they could transform it into a beautiful large park. I think it could be possible. Of course, they have to do like a lot of land inspection though, just make sure it'd be safe for one. But yeah, it's currently still private property, so it's like, yeah, it would have to be sold to either the city or even like the state of Michigan if they wanted to make it like a state park or something. But I feel like a state park would do well in there. very pleasant, and you can never have too many parks. And here is Sibley Road. Of course, Sibley Road heads back in the direction toward, like, yeah, the Riverview area, hang out in that direction. Oh, we got some nice pavement over here. We have a lot of railroad crossings, but I know in the Downriver communities there are a lot of railroads. This one doesn't look bumpy, thankfully. And over here, this is the other crossing over to Grosse Ile. So this is where the toll bridge is. So there's a toll to go across the bridge both ways, and I think I've been hearing that they're looking to try to, the township of Grosse Ile, I think, is looking to maybe potentially buy the toll bridge or something. So I know that's currently in discussion. We have a lot of railroads here. So we should be getting into Wyandotte in a little bit. Maybe even after we get past Pennsylvania Road. Because, yeah, Pennsylvania Road is right over here. Oh, I barely saw the red light there. It's like it's not visible very well. Yeah, it's like they need to make a bigger traffic signal because I barely could see the red light or even the green light. Yep, so we're now entering Wyandotte. So a little fun fact about Jefferson Avenue, in the city limits for Wyandotte, Jefferson Avenue becomes Biddle Avenue. So same road, different name. Wyandotte is quite a nice community. It has a really, really nice downtown area, which you'll see what I mean coming up. And if we would have gone west on Pennsylvania Road or even at Eureka Road coming up about like another mile from now, that'll head west in the direction toward Southgate and then eventually toward Taylor. And I think even after Taylor, then to Romulus. Yeah, that looks pretty fancy on the left there. And there's panchos or ponchos. Couldn't tell what type of restaurant it was, but yeah. And we are now starting to come into downtown Wyandotte. I should probably get over to the left. Yep, and we're coming into downtown Wyandotte now. This first traffic light is Eureka Road. This is where Eureka Road begins, and just think, heading west, that'll take you all the way over toward the south end of Detroit Metro Airport. Ooh, new pavement here. And welcome to downtown Wyandotte. A lot of nice shops and restaurants in here. And on the left, you got Stroh's Ice Cream Parlor, a fantastic spot for ice cream. I remember going there earlier this year, back in the winter, to have a nice treat. It was quite delicious, I have to say. We have all kinds of great restaurants along in here. And then a couple blocks to the right of here, there is a nice river walk going along the Detroit River. What is not so nice, though, is we have to stop at this traffic light here. But yeah, there's a nice park. If you go right on Chestnut Street, just go like a block, you go to a really nice park. Yep, so yep, the river walk along the Detroit River here is really nice. I've gone on it a few times. The downtown area, and now we're getting hit by the traffic lights, like a lot of them. We got the Wyandotte Hospital to the right, part of the Henry Ford Hospital system. So anyway, we're continuing in the northern part of Wyandotte, of course, again going by the hospital here. Slow enough, maybe this light will turn green just as I approach it. So yeah, here this is North Line Road. That'll also take you west towards Southgate and then eventually to Taylor before ending up over in Romulus. And unfortunately it doesn't look like the traffic light is turning green in time because we're still got to stop at it anyway. Of course it turned green like 5 seconds after I turned this off. Left there, well, that immediately over there, but that restaurant there, that is Polonus. That is a fantastic Polish restaurant. They got great Polish food there. And we got people going under the speed limit in the left lane here, so we're gonna have to go around them. Come up to the next, you could say Mile Road. This is Goddard Road. I can probably get back over now. And of course, once again, another traffic light. It's like, now we're catching them all. And I don't mean Pokemon. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll continue to the north. I believe Ecorse is the next community we'll be heading into, but I believe this is still technically Wyandotte. Probably not for too much longer though. But the Detroit River's gotten a little closer because on the other side of these buildings to the right, that's the Detroit River. And once again, another traffic light. So, cross over this, probably just a creek or something. I don't think it's a major river or anything. And I believe we are now in Ecorse. And after we're leaving Wyandotte now, this is back to being Jefferson Avenue. And it should remain Jefferson Avenue for the rest of this video. Oh yeah, you can see a part of the Detroit River there. That's a little island, small island over on the right. course, we're north of Gros Seal now, so like on the other side of the river, at the far end, that is Canada. And here is Southfield Road. Looks like they're making a new parking area for the park here. So this is where Southfield Road officially begins. So heads over toward Lincoln Park and Allen Park, and then over at I-94 becomes the Southfield Freeway going up through Dearborn and the west side of Detroit before ending up in Southfield, and then it becomes Southfield Road once again as it heads up toward Birmingham, Michigan. But what is interesting is that there is a road called Ecorse Road here in Metro Detroit, yet it does not go to Ecorse. I've always found that rather odd. Go ahead and get over this time. And here's where West Outer Drive is. And finally, got some good luck. The light just turned green. Yeah, I remember filming the video on Outer Drive a while back. And that's where I would have started that video. Although it looks like we're about to get punished because this light just turned red on us. It's like we started out this video doing so well, now we're catching almost every single traffic light now, even this one coming up. Unless we get lucky, which we are, thankfully. Although someone looks like is taking their time, so I'm going to have to probably get back over. These lights are not timed very well. Might as well just stay here this time. Oh, Great Lakes Works, United States Steel. Okay, they're going way too slow. We're going to have to get around them. In fact, that light we just passed, it just turned red. It's like, now that car's picking up the pace. Like, probably saw me go by, I was like, hey, wait a minute. Alright, I think we're now entering River Rouge. This is one of the Downriver communities, which is the closest to the city of Detroit. Ah, nice little park off to the right. Oh wow, got it. Looks like a replica of a military helicopter, even like a tank over there. Caught back up to the same two cars that we were behind earlier. Got a McDonald's and a Dairy Queen on opposite sides. Yeah, we're not going to get lucky with these traffic lights. But to be fair, though, oh, at least we made this light. So right here, this is the light for Coolidge Highway, which there's another video I did earlier this year. Because Coolidge Highway turns into Schaefer and then back into Coolidge and then Oakland County. And we have very poorly timed lights here in downtown River Rouge because we're already having to stop almost immediately. Thankfully, we shouldn't have bad luck with this traffic light. It's just turned green on us. But as you can tell, unfortunately, a lot of these buildings here don't really have anything in them anymore. We can even see the south of the big industrial park that's over like on the edge of River Rouge and the southwest side of Detroit. And over here we are now going over the Rouge River. The Rouge River to the right empties out into the Detroit River. There's even a drawbridge over here, which is pretty cool. And technically I think we're now in the Detroit city limits. Over here, and that truck just ran the two red lights. It's like a cop will have a field day right now pulling him over. Kind of uncalled for because Harley had to stop here. To the right, you see those big bridge spans? That is where the new Gordie Howe Bridge is going in. This is going to be the newest crossing heading over into Canada. It's supposed to be completed by the fall of next year in 2025. What will be cool is we'll be able to get a closer look at it because we'll be going underneath the new bridge here on Jefferson. This GoPro is well mounted to this dashboard, so don't have to worry about much of anything. I should probably get over because that truck is going to be obstructing my view quite a bit. And it's kicking up a lot of dust. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get up behind this truck now because this lane apparently ended with no notice. Yeah, a lot of abandoned buildings over here, and this truck is going to be making a left turn. I got to make sure I get the light staying green, so that's good. But it didn't stay green for very long, though. So we got lucky with that one. Oh, here's the street for Zug Island. So if you see that overpass over there, that's going to be the beginning of the Gordie Howe Bridge as it's going to head across over into Ontario. Again, as I was saying, it should be completed by next year in the fall. That is really cool. Yeah, this is my first time on this part of Jefferson. So yeah, it's definitely a treat to get to see this. Someone's definitely looked like they're sightseeing to check out the bridge, because they're going much slower than the speed limit there. Yeah, if I look over to the left too, I think I'm seeing where the customs and immigration booths are going to be. And then over to the right, that is the... Well, yeah, over to the right, that is historic Fort Wayne. So it's a very cool historical attraction over here. Oh, stop sign. Little surprise stop sign there. And then, yeah, the entrance for historic Fort Wayne's over here. So we only have about another mile left to go in Jefferson on this video for Jefferson Avenue. And then over at the other end, you can even see the Ambassador Bridge. That's the current bridge going across over to Canada, and that's not going away or anything. So what basically happens with Jefferson Avenue when we get to the end of this road is that there is a small little stretch which goes underneath the Ambassador Bridge, which is not really much of anything. In fact, I don't even recommend that people even go over there in the first place. And plus, you can't even go under the Ambassador Bridge anyway. It's completely closed. And then when you go over to Rosa Parks Boulevard, then Jefferson Avenue picks back up again, and then it heads into downtown Detroit, and it's around there where I began the other Jefferson video that I did 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, this GoPro's on very, very well today, so that's good. Otherwise, it would have fallen off back there. All right, so we made it to the end of the southern part of Jefferson Avenue. So we've gone all the way from where we start over at the Huron River, over the border of Wayne and Monroe County, and we head already over to the south part of Detroit. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out. One last thing, yeah, this becomes Clark Street. This will take us up to I-75. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out.